everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of this particular set of drawing show episodes. It's Sketchy AF. I'm your host, Tommy Bell, Tommy Bell Art. And I got to use this because Super Boss gave me the budget to do so. Here we go. We're in season 3. It's episode 3 and so on. Hey, to help me navigate through all this, since I don't have a actual working script, teleprompter, or anything like that, is my partner in crime, my good buddy, and the host of the LFC podcast, Beauty, Strength, and Dominance. It's a social media magnet, Mr. Michael Larkin.
First and foremost, thank you, Tommy, as we are here, ladies and gentlemen, season 3, episode 3, part 2, part due, if you will.
I was going to say that.
Of a great drawing of the Jolene Bella Inc. rivalry. As we saw in our last part 1, we discussed their first inaugural bout, as well as the amazing accomplishments and everything that goes into these ladies in LFC. We're going to dive a lot into with this, and Tommy, I cannot wait to see this Street Fighter as a part 2 of this drawing. Great drawing thus far. The progress is definitely showing, and it's immense. Tell us, everybody, what we got going on today.
Okay, I need to do this. I still don't have enough budget for chalk to actually write anything on this, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's check it out. So here they both are, right? Like these projects, they're coming along, man. They're just really, I think these drawings are being done at where artistically I'm at a good point. I'm operating. I think I'm firing at full cylinders. No need for a tune-up. I think I'm able to really pull off something that is just at the top of my artistic level, which is great because then it helps me showcase these companies and these women and all the talent in the best possible way. Now, last episode, we were all about the stare down drawing, and when we were working on that. And to be honest, since that episode, I've done nothing to this one. And we're going to take that one and put that one to the side. Because today it's all about the street fightering. And gang, this was one that I wanted to run past Super Boss to make sure it was okay to do something that wasn't necessarily offered. The LFC does not offer street fighting matches, gang, so don't ask them for one. This is out of the artistic genius brain that's mine, right? Yeah, because I wanted to do something as an artist. You know, I really felt that, especially with the LFC drawings, gang, I was doing stuff that necessarily wasn't really stretching my artistic ideas with it. I think it's been a while since I've done something that was LFC, but you almost had to be on the art table to get that kind of imagery. And so I really lamented that. And I said that, and that's kind of why this is a 2-part thing, because I really wanted to do stare down drawing. But then I also I had this, boom, I'm like street fights. It's like a brick wall behind them, and they're in street clothes. There's no LFC gloves on, but the logo is prominent in the background. Real tiny, you'll be able to see that I spray painted their last names like on the wall, like graffiti style. This kind of thing, just to give a feel of something that, yes, this rivalry is LFC, but the stage for it now is slightly shifted, a little bit more creative. Don't ever buy an LFC ticket expecting to see a street fight. That's not what they do. It's not the way it's going to go down or happen. This is out of the mind of me. And it's going right onto the paper so that I can share with you guys and give you that same taste that I had when I thought of it and went, oh, that's fucking cool. So, with that said, Michael, as I like to do in almost every show, even though I often forget, I want to welcome both of my viewers to the show. I really appreciate you for watching. We're going to pull over here to the art table. We're going to have some crazy, stupid discussions, as Michael and I always do. We're going to pull over here, though, and get started because I'm going to be doing something. Let's get to it. All right, gang. Here it is right here. Street fight. Jolene versus Bella. This is the alternate image to the other traditional LFC stare down drawing that I'm working on right now that has much more of a traditional imagery flavor to it. I'm going to be all over the place, probably hitting on a few different things. And one of the first things that I do want to do is, at least I got the red pencil in my hand and I was going to put it to the side, but that seems like a lot of work. So I'm going to just go ahead and use this red to block in a little bit of logo stuff here, Michael, just for, again, just because I happen to have the red in my hand. I'm not going to get too involved with the logo. I'm not going to spend too much time working on the logo today because it's uh that's not necessarily super exciting for a drawing show. I mean, a lot of this, gang, is blocking in color. I have very specific ways that I color things to get effects, but that's usually because something has to be blended. Now, what I'm doing right now with this red and this little background stuff, there's no blending. So anybody can do this. However it is that you block in color, if someone's like, color, there's a circle, color green. However it is that you color that in, as long as you stay in the lines, you can do this part with no additional practice at all. The biggest thing to practice is patience. Because working on a logo is not always super imaginative. You know, like your brain doesn't really get going on something like, wow, this is so cool. You're just kind of duplicating something. But remember this, the better you duplicate it, the better the entire image is going to be. If you slop your way through it, you're going to be unhappy. And the entire image and all the other hard work that you went through to get to the finish line, you're going to be cheating yourself. So do the best you can, no matter how tedious it is. And this is my message to my art friends out there as you're going through your projects and stuff. When you get to what we all call the boring parts, just stick with it, plow through, because as you know, that end result is what it's all about. And then you'll be happy. And there you go. That's my message to my art community.
Man, what a beautiful message it was, man. I think we always talk about evolution, and we mentioned last time about Jolene and Bella as human beings and their fighting abilities. One of the best things I always love to include in this as well is even the company in itself at Lingerie Fighting Championships. I mean, we're going to be on Roku soon. We see a lot of evolution within our various arts. And I think one of the greatest art forms that we've seen out of you, Tommy, is you've really showcased not only a lot of these women, but also showcased a lot of what their characters represent. Like with Jolene, we always talk about the smiles, but she'll kick your ass at the same time. Bella's that street fight grappler. But I think within these photos, looking at a Street Fighter aspect, yes, it's not something that the LFC does, but who doesn't love a good street fight? I mean, if you look at the 90s, Rocky 5 ended in a street fight. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best, but hey, it had a message to it. But the thing at the end of the day, too, is when you think of street fights, you think of who are the two people that would really represent what a street fight, a down and dirty street fight would be, any means necessary type of vibes, and there's no two better than Jolene Hexx and Bella Inc.
Exactly. So well put. And that's kind of what fired my, again, this idea kind of came out of the blue, and I'm like, I really need to do that. And I'm lucky enough personally to be able to have some personal photo reference to be able to create an image like this from my own collection of stuff. Uh, and I dug deep and found something that really fit, that was using these two in it. And then I was like, okay, after I clear the air with everybody, make sure it's all right, to, because I knew it wasn't representing something that LFC fans were going to see in an event or anything, Michael. So I wanted to make sure that everything was cool first. And I got a very enthusiastic, you do this, you go for it, you know. And so I absolutely did. And and I really like the imagery of this one. And it's something that's completely different than what I've done so far. Maybe that's what I like about it the most, is it's different. It's not, it doesn't feel repetitious. It doesn't feel like, oh, it's that same idea again. And I know people will say, yes, you've drawn Jolene and Bella in their rivalry many different times. Yes, I have. I'm very proud of that. But I also didn't want to just leave it with that stare down drawing, because then to me it was going to start to feel a little repetitious. And so this drawing was the reason. I didn't want to get rid of the stare down drawing. I'm like, this is going to turn out really awesome. So what are you going to do? You're going to put them together and you're going to do two drawings for them again. Let's do it. Takes a lot of energy. Takes a lot more energy than to just invest in one drawing when you're doing two at the same time. Uh, yeah, there's a level of exhaustion, but that also kind of feeds into the creative energy of it. And if you just dial things back, keep your patience, come up for air every once in a while, like you got to, uh, it's so worth it.
I'm right there with you. And I mean, when you look at the Street Fighter aspect, I'll even go into your point. One of the favorite things that both Tommy and I love, really what we get to see is them fighting outside the ring or fighting over the announce table or the judges table, so to speak. And I look at it from a stance like this. If you really think about it, there's a lot of Street Fighter-esque things to what we see in LFC. Fighting outside of the ring. Hell, if you're Ariana Blaze, you're running outside of the ring and you're about with Veronica Payne and screaming all the way to the back. But there's so many different levels. There's so many different levels of, dare I say, unexpectedness that we get to see within LFC. And I think when you think of drawings like this, if we ever do get a street fight bout in LFC, if you wanted to twist people's arms and really shake heads, so to speak, and turn heads, I think that's some of the best way to do it, like we mentioned with Jolene and Bella. But we see so many subtleties, intricacies, and nuances, and I use that so wholeheartedly when I say this, folks. It's such a big, prominent part of LFC, the brawls, the trash talking, the weigh-ins, that even if you see them go to the outside, it adds more to the entertainment value. It adds more to the story that each of these ladies are trying to tell. And also, it's sexy and it's badass in its own. So, I mean, it's one of those things where when you think of Street Fighters, LFC definitely, besides the fighters that we see in the ring, definitely exemplify what a Street Fighter actually is.
That's right. And did you hear that, Sean? Did you hear what he said? Weigh-ins? Did you hear that, you savage?
He goes back to the
Put him
weigh-ins.
back in. Put him back in, Sean. That's all I'm saying. Come on. You know you want to.
Well, I mean, even if you look at it, like when Bella Inc. was going against Amber Phoenix last year at LFC during the UK events, and she also went and Jolene went against Mel Fire. Two of the best parts of those weigh-ins were the two of them because of who their opponents were, number one. But number two, you know you're going to get something special. And I mean, Bella Inc. dominated with Amber Phoenix, and we touched upon Jolene and Mel Fire, one of the best main events of those 2 days. But I look at it from a stance like this. You're going across the UK, you're going across the pond, if you will. We're taking this brand international. We've already been, you know, and oh God, where the hell were we?
Huh.
That's that's gonna bug me now. Oh, Slovakia, excuse me. There we go. And it's one of those things where we get a little taste there from many years ago, but to also do what we're doing here now within the UK, I've been going on this for years that LFC should be doing some stuff in the UK. I mean, we'll be going to Italy soon, but I'm so happy that we're even more getting an international exposure because we say it many a times, but folks, you have to look at it like this. It's very different from what you see in the States as opposed to like overseas and in the UK. UK ain't ever seen anything like this. UK has great wrestling events and great schools, but when you also look at what they're doing and what they're also portraying within our brand and so many great brands out there, it really gets people to open up their minds, expand their horizons, and it's just another avenue, another variety of entertainment for people to go and check out.
Without a doubt. And it's always so cool to see the LFC expanding and doing all these great things. And Michael, as these drawings will show, the matchups between these two ladies have been a pivotal part of some of the most amazing events that you and I have watched, reviewed, uh, and watched again.
I think the best part about this is, and I'll even ask you on this front, we touched upon LFC 26 Booty Camp, which was the debut of Bella Inc. And I mean, you look at Jolene Hexx as we even go to the Sturgis event next. Like you're looking at Jolene, who just came off a victory defeating Gypsy Top Shelf Bay, in which was dare I even call it a matchup back at LFC 28. And I mean, and I love Gypsy Top Shelf Bay, but my goodness gracious, she threw her around like a rag doll. Dare I say, ragamuffin, if you will. And now,
Hmm.
and now we get to, and now we get to Sturgis. The year is 2021. And you have to understand, folks, it's been a hell of a 6 years for us as a country, for us as people, and us within the entertainment realm. Like LFC, we had just done the show in 2020 during COVID, got a little bit of mixed reviews from people, should we stay or should we go? And we decided to go out there, even during the tough times, and put on a damn good show from Sturgis. Then in LFC and 31 and through those 33 events and at 32 and 33 and 34, we started back at Booty Camp 2 in Vegas during COVID time. And then we head to Sturgis in the summer of 2021. And it's one of those things for me. We continue this great rivalry with Jolene and Bella Inc. Now, mind you, Jolene gets the dub. Bella Inc. has not yet to defeat Jolene Hexx, so this was a continuation of this. And I mean, from where they were in 2019 coming into 2021, the goal here is to entertain people, even through everything that's going on in the world, have that escape from reality, if you will. And they went on and put on a damn good show. I mean, they had a hell of a brawl, they had a hell of a trash talk, and much like the first one. But I think this bout simply amplified what we would get going further when we get to the UK one. But my God, if you guys have not seen Jolene and Bella from Sturgis, Sturgis is always a ruckus crowd. It's always a hype crowd. And these two did not disappoint in this one.
Again, this match was just awesome. And I think Michael, it's always going to wind up being in my head. They really wanted me out there for this event.
Yes.
I couldn't do it. Um, a lot of work obligations and things like that. But now, looking back on it now, I'm like, I don't know if I pushed work hard enough to get that time off. Like, I mean, the payoff was is that I went to their very next uh, event that they had.
Yep.
However, uh, looking back on it now, I'm like, wow, I literally could have been there. I mean, it was literally a yes or no away. And unfortunately, my email back had the word no in it. And I kind of regret that.
Well, I mean, if it was, well, there was a plus. We did get to meet each other at LFC 35, so that was a plus
Yes.
cherry on top. But the thing too is when you look at Sturgis, South Dakota, I got to tell you something. We touched upon WCW back in the day. Everybody remembers when Jay Leno put that armbar on Hulk Hogan in that match with DDP and Jay Leno against Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff drinking with the Sturgis crowd. I mean, when you think of Sturgis, it's a ruckus, it's a party, and it's motorcycles galore, and it's just people having a damn good time. So doing those events for those 4 times that we did it, it really just intensifies where LFC's magnitude is. I mentioned Slovakia. We've mentioned everywhere the LFC's been. I think one of the ruckus crowds we've ever had is probably Sturgis. Vegas is always going to be Vegas. Vegas is fight capital of the world. It's LFC headquarters. It's the 702 where my girl's at from the front to back and all that goodness. But I got to tell you, man, I think where LFC is now, it's just going to continue to expand and get more exposure. But god dang it, man, the Sturgis really wrapped it up. The girls coming out on the motorcycles, that added a lot of elements to their entrances.
So cool. That was so cool. I mean, that was a string of high energy events all in a row, dude. That whole Sturgis experience.
But you also have to give them credit because that was 3 nights in a row of just,
3 nights in a row, three jam-packed rosters, three events. Damn.
yep. And I mean, we've done the 2 nights like you saw with LFC UK and going back to LFC 28 and 29 during the July 4th weekend. But god dang it, man, you're doing 3 nights in Sturgis. It's hot. It's hot, literally and figuratively speaking, ladies and gentlemen, for all these women that we have and the weather in itself. The weather outside was not frightful, and we weren't snowing on that day. But I gotta tell you, man, it was definitely jam-packed, like Tommy said. And I think for what we did a year after COVID and a year going into tough times in this world and everybody with a level of uncertainty, LFC definitely rocked the house, man.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, those I think those are the events, Michael, that I got all the autograph posters from.
Yes, you did.
The three Sturgis of it. Those are, yeah, love that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things. If you can't be there and supporters like Tommy and I, and I will say this to everybody, man, LFC, probably some of the most down to earth girls there. They love the opportunity. They love to get what they do. They love to feel empowered. And I think at the end of the day, too, for people getting an eyes on this, and we say it many a times, one of the things that's really eye-popping, pun intended, literally and figuratively speaking, is the beauty of these girls. It's the strength and their dominance. See what I did there? And
Uh-huh.
everything.
Hey,
Heyo,
you got a
all in
little
all,
plug in there.
I got to get a little plug in there, son.
Go ahead
What?
and put your logo over this right here. Look at
Oh,
check this out. Check out this
oh, I
beautiful
absolutely
logo.
will. Check it
No,
out. Here's the
don't look
logo,
at
bitch.
it's right there. It's the logo for Michael's podcast, the LFC official podcast, Beauty Strength and Dominance, which I had the honor of doing an original drawing for.
Yes, sir.
But there it is. Michael just popped in that logo right there, the little promo for him, which we never do on the show, Michael, which is why I'm taking a minute to go. My God, I think we're like 18 episodes too late.
Hey, well, we do promote it at the end, but I will put it in here in this description below for my cheap plug counter number one. It's one of those things too, man. Like even around this time, and I've said this to Tommy. So when you guys check out the YouTube channel for S&M Network shows, there's a cheap plug counter too. One of the things I found is our first ever LFC podcast in 2021, where Tommy and I first met. So Tommy and I can listen back to that and just to see how we've grown even as people. So. It's a great thing. We mention all the time. Community brings together, and the people that are in this community, we may be a dysfunctional bunch at times, but god dang it, man, it makes it fun, it makes it entertaining, and there's never a dull moment within Lingerie Fighting Championships.
Not really. I can't say that I've seen a dull moment. I've seen a lot of bizarre moments, but I haven't seen any dull moments, dude.
I got to tell you something. Veronica Payne and Ariana Blaze says, what? I got to tell you, I still hear those screams, Tommy Bell. I still hear those screams, man.
I've been doing a good job of blocking them out until just now, so thank you for that, Michael. Look at you
I'm putting it
go.
in your head, man. Somebody turn on some Scream Queens, man, with the chick from Nickelodeon's Caitlin's Way, which, by the way, I got to tell you something. In my millennial mind here, for those that are not aware, Caitlin's Way was a show back on Nickelodeon. And she was like I believe she lived in Philly. It was on the East Coast. She was a troubled teen. She goes to live with her cousins in Montana. And the fact of the matter is, it teaches her character, teaches her everything as well. But has like a little connection with the horse that's on there. And she's just an animal lover, but she's tough and she looks like she should be in like a girls' goth punk rock band. Don't you know what I'm saying? So it had a little edge to it. And then you know what broke my heart, man? And I'm glad. I hope she's doing better and I hope she's struggling because I hate to see her struggle, and I hope she's not struggling with everything that's there, man. Like the girl had breast cancer, and I'm like, damn it! Like, and she's so young too, but I think she's healing and she's going through it. So to the girl who did play Caitlyn on Caitlin's Way, we love you, and I just gotta say, man, you never know, man. Another day, another blessing. Don't mean to bring down the room, but that actually caught my eye. That's it's a show that I grew up with, man. And then did you see who else gone, man? The chick that played the pigeon woman in Home Alone 2 and from Angels in the Outfield. I'm like, what the hell? What the
What?
hell? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Brenda, whatever. But what the heck was her name? I'm gonna look it
Oh,
up for everybody because she was
you're the
also
pop culture king, dude. I can't remember names a lot of times.
Brenda Fricker. There she is, Brenda Fricker.
Wow.
She was 81. She's known for a lot of great movies, but the two we all remember as kids, she was the woman who took care of Roger and JP and Angels in the Outfield with the kid who sees angels, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and she was the pigeon woman in the city that Macaulay Culkin and Kevin McAllister befriends in Home Alone 2: Lost in New York.
Look at that. Look at that. Damn.
81, man. That broke my heart. I'm like, come on, man. And a lot of people are even saying it's like Christmas is now like ruined for all of us because do you realize like the father, Catherine O'Hara, her, and the neighbor who was in the first Home Alone, like a lot of them are gone? And it's like, what the hell? What the hell?
Well, you got to look at it this way, though. I mean,
Yes.
again, totally different topic than what we're used to talking. But you know what, Michael? When it's you and I, there's anything's a good topic.
Yes.
And I look at it this way: we've lost a lot of legends, talented people, people who have uh, really made their name, and especially like doing holiday stuff and things. Well, after the pain, that initial pain of their passing goes by, and for everybody, it's a little different. But with celebrities, who have made such an iconic impression on how we celebrate the holidays or whatever, well, they do wind up going into simply legendary status, which is the best place for people like that. We don't not listen to Bing Crosby. at Christmas time because he's not with us. Uh, he's with us forever. And there's a million Bing Crosby Christmas records just because he passed away. I'm sure it was probably tough for a lot of people to listen to any of his music several years after he passed away, but now he's in the legendary status, you know.
I mean, look at Brenda Lee with Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, like you mentioned, Bing Crosby, White Christmas.
Right.
I could even go to the Carpenters, Merry Christmas, Darling, and everything in those front. I mean, we lost a lot of great people, but like Tommy said, I mean, it's the when it's the Christmas season and you have that holly jolliness, if you will, have a holly jolly Christmas. There's another one, Burl Ives. It's stuff like that that really takes you, man, no matter where you are, especially with art. You never know, man, because moments and memories are created and moments and memories are yet to be created. And it's so just interesting and it's just so crazy just to see how much the time flies. And I mean, to take it back to LFC, like time does fly. Like we just talked about an amazing event for 5 years ago that you guys are going to see in this portion of the show if you haven't ever seen it already. Like we're watching back Sturgis and looking at these crazy things. And before we even get to the UK bout, it's one of those things too, man. Like appreciate it where it was because where you were at 22 to where you are at 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, if you even make it to 92, there's a lot of things, man. Like everything in life is a blessing. And that's why I always say another day, another blessing, my dude.
Well, I'm getting a hold on. I was just handed a message from both of my new hot secretaries here. Hold on. What does it say?
Okay.
Oh, oh yes. People are calling into the show now, and they're saying, "Why the hell are you talking about Christmas? It's July." Well,
I will talk about Christmas any damn time I want.
that's because Michael said so. It's Christmas in July. God
Oh,
damn it. And Michael's going to talk about Christmas. So that's where, okay. Thank you, hot secretaries. Thank you very much for that message. All right. Thank you. All right. On with the show, Michael. I hate disruptions like that. I'm going
yeah.
to fire them both and hire two other ones.
Uh,
Anyway,
Oh, but yeah, no, that's the amazing part about it. And it's so funny too, like a year ago, as we're recording this, folks, was the Jolene Bella Inc. 3 bout for the LFC championship this time. And it's one of those things too where
I can't believe that was a year ago.
I know, dude. And it's like
Dude.
Dude, Bella Inc. had just won the title. Jolene Hexx is still the European champion. And it's one of those things, too, when you're going over to UK, Bella Inc. has a point to prove here. Like, she's never beaten Jolene. This is the third encounter. Okay, we got to get a rubber match here. The story is, can she finally beat her? And these and these two had probably one of the most doggone out of the trilogy that they've had. This one is probably my favorite because they went the
Yeah.
distance, and then they both wound up, being passed out and unconscious by the end of it.
And fucking incredible, man. Like that. I said it during our review show, I believe,
Yep,
on Michael Larkin's little podcast, as Holly May said.
that will never not be funny. My little podcast.
That's never gonna get old.
Like it's not the official podcast of the damn brand. She goes, "Oh, your little podcast, derp derp derp." Oh,
Don't you have a little podcast too?
and don't you have a little podcast? Yeah, duh. You can come on the
Oh,
bus.
I need
Psych.
that soundbite on my phone somehow, like that.
But the main part is Jolene and Belle, like we talked about, they come to after they get their unconscious, and then they just brawl right after that. Like these two
How
had
great!
it was great, dude. Wedgies and slapping, but also at the same time, arm bars and everything. They gave us everything but the kitchen sink, and that's what made that bout probably one of my favorites in the trilogy, dude.
That's why I will take the time to do something like this big, huge two-part project, showcasing the LFC and these two, and all. I mentioned this in the last episode. All the hard work that they do to put on a show like that Michael and I can't stop talking about for, well, it's been a year. It's been a year after the fact, and we're still breathless. So, again, my personal thank you is in this particular form, which is, man, I'm so honored to be sitting in this chair. I can't tell you, Michael. There's something really, really cool about being in the Tommy Bell art chair, I gotta say.
Well, the thing too about it is even being in the Tommy Bell art chair, I think from where you were, like if you guys have not seen Tommy's old school drawings from like the 90s and where he is now, that just Well, dude, I will say this, man. It just does show your knack for all the drawings that you've done, but also at the same time, too, getting back into the fold, starting drawing these female fighters that you have an overall, dare I say, elicited and evoking emotions reaction to, and you're taking your lens and your craft and putting it into fruition, pen to paper, everything in there from your palettes and everything. That's what makes a great artist. You can see things that maybe people don't see. And I think what's great about it too is through our lenses, through my microphone, through your artwork, there's a lot of things that people really can see about these amazing ladies from where their start was to where they are now, but also the different backgrounds that they have that made them make them such excessive and accelerating athletes, man. It's one of the beautiful things about what we do.
Well, I couldn't agree more. That was very well said. I would, my disclaimer to any of that would be that a lot of my projects in the 90s gang were largely experimental. I don't even know how else to put it. They were largely experimental in that I was searching for an audience and a focal point. Um, and I fearlessly, because I was when I did the drawings, anything dated 1990 something. I was somewhere in my 20s at that point in time, and for me, that was a very fearless time because I didn't, I because I didn't have an audience yet, I could draw anything I wanted to, anything that struck me in the mode. Sometimes that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes it wasn't a good idea, but I think in the end, every one of those drawings, which I still have, there's a portfolio that's inside my vault that is strictly drawings from the 90s that I have just tucked away. I don't really look at them all too often, but I do. I'm very thankful for the work that I did then because whether or not the idea was a good idea, it gave me more time on the art table to hone my craft in and figure out what it is I did want to do with it. And it's just in the 90s, even though I didn't know what I wanted to do, I didn't let that hold me back. I just started doing something. And then again, even I was sometimes like, what the hell am I doing?
Just also in the 80s when you had the mullet or whatever that is on your head.
Fuck you.
Hey man,
What
I'm
do you
just
what
saying.
do you got? What do you got?
Hair
Hey,
Nation, Hair Nation called, man. They want their
why
listener back,
why you gotta bring that up, bro?
bro.
Brah.
Well, I'm just saying
What are you trying to do, brah?
you had hair once, bruh. Now you don't.
Well,
Well,
you are absolutely right, Mr. Larkin. I did have a full head. I had the sexiest mullet in school, man.
the
And I
sexiest mullet in school.
I think that you're just jealous that you didn't get to rock one the way I did. And if you pull out that picture and insert that in here, I swear to God, I'll long distance kick you. I shit you not.
I might have to, man. I also
No,
might.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking so, man. You could also get the Robert Palmer hair in there and tell everybody that you're addicted to love.
Fuck you. Well, I spend a lot less money on shampoo nowadays.
Hey, well, that is true. Hey, my mom. Hey, I used to have the bangs for God's sake. I can even insert a picture if I want of my old self, man. Like I used to have the bangs and everything too, so don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, okay. Then we're gonna do a side by side. If you go ahead and dig mine up, you better be putting.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to make a joke of it, I look like I had the penis tip, like Aaron Carter, God rest his soul, like in the late 90s, man, like the little penis tip kind of thing. It's a joke, but I mean, it's
Oh,
one of
I
those
think I
things.
need to see this.
Yo, my hair was, fakakking it a little bit, but I got to tell you, I was a kid. Now I hardly have any hair. Like, I still have some hair, but it's receding.
You still got hair.
I still
You
do.
come cry to me in 6 years.
6 years. But it's one of those things that I will say this, man. Yeah, I can't
I'm
have
not
long.
even going to the barber anymore. I'm shaving my own head.
Why? But it's one of those things too where I'll even say this. My dad, love you, dad, but it's one of those things where my dad used to have the long hair and he looked like a roadie for a band, and now he's
Yeah.
sort of, yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
Fucking rocking it.
Fucking rock and roll. Well, the hairstyles have changed, much like everything with LFC has changed. And I mean, Jolene Hexx, I will say this even about her with her change over the years in LFC. Like, this is a woman who is just like from becoming the LFC European champion to winning the LFC championship to winning the booty camp champ chain and having all three in one being the dynamo that she is probably one of the most satisfying images ever for how hard that woman worked. And now where Bella Inc. in her same trajectory starts in 2019, makes her way through everyone, and now she's the official LFC champion. She is the representation of the brand. I honestly cannot think of better images to show of these amazing ladies to where they were now and to where they're then with the evolution. We can say it over and over again and repetitively, but it's so true because I mean it's one of those things there's a starting point, there's a journey, and the destination is worth it, and the journey is even still worth taking. You know, we adapt, we grow, we do the damn thing, and they're just going to continue to do more of said damn thing.
Isn't that what's got to be the most exciting part, Michael? If you're you or me, is like, okay, I'm doing these drawings here as a tribute to everything they've done in their LFC history because it's really influenced a lot of the work that I've done for the LFC over my time with them, and knowing that it's even though I'm doing this tribute work, it's not over.
Right.
It's we've got more coming. We don't know when, which is what builds all the anticipation and everything, which is great. A plus on the marketing. But yeah, it's the fact that because we don't know, but we do know this, there's going to be more from these two, and that's my radar is always going to be hyper focused on that.
Yeah, and I think we've said so many times like these two are some of the OGs that are still really left. And I mean, there's a lot more too that do come back, and that's the great thing about LFC. It's great.
Right?
It's a great that it's a revolving door, and there's a lot of great people that come through that door. But I think when you see a lot of people like Ty Emery, who's expressed a
Yes.
lot of praise for LFC, shout out to our girl Ty Emery. She's doing her
Hi, Emery.
Yep, and BKFC doing her thing and everything. You see a lot of people support their brands when the like UFC or the MMA fighters look at us and just go, "Who are they? The lingerie man." But at the same time, too, and we understand if you don't like it, that's fine. But there's a something for everybody. And I say to those UFC ladies or any MMA ladies who want to say that, y'all are doing your OnlyFans and doing the damn thing on that. And a lot of UFC fighters have OnlyFans. And here's the thing, we don't criticize OnlyFans. We love the community. We love everything. So don't criticize us. Don't hate us because you ain't us, to put it on the bluntest of terms. But also number two as well. MMA fighters from the UFC, from Bellator, from Strikeforce back in the day, from everything, from even with professional wrestling, from Japan, from everywhere in Europe and the UK, from here in the States. There's a lot of women's wrestling kicking butts and taking names and looking good while doing it in the process. So don't hate us because you ain't us number one, but players gonna play, ballers are gonna ball, and we gonna take it all. So I'm saying just appreciate the arts for what they are and love one another. Yeah.
Well, and if any of those people, I mean, one of the things they have to ask themselves though is if if you're gonna, I guess here's my thing. If you're going to take the time to hate on the LFC, for example, then go ahead and just do yourself a favor and do a little extra research and find people like me and ask yourself then, why am I willing to take so much time and energy, my personal energy and my talents to showcase, like, if they're that horrible, you wouldn't have people like me doing stuff like this, or you doing
Yep.
podcasts like you do. Like, they wouldn't be there. So then they have to ask themselves a more important question. Are they just hating on it because they don't like it? And if you don't like it, it's because you're jealous and you didn't come up with the same concept? Or are you just so full of hate that you need the next thing to walk by to hate? But neither one of those, if that's the case, applies actually directly in any way, shape, or form to the LFC or to these ladies. And the reason for that is because I look at it this way. If, for example, I had people who hated my artwork, okay? God, he's doing and sending me hate grams, nasty grams, and all that stuff. Number one, they wouldn't affect me other than in a positive way because I would be like, I got you to take 2 or 3 seconds of your valuable time throughout the course of the day to hate on me. I don't care. It's not what you said. I got your attention.
Yep.
I got your attention. Is it negative attention or positive attention? Doesn't really matter. Guess what, Michael? That doesn't matter. I got your attention. And the LFC and any lady that's attached to that that's also receiving any kind of nasty grams or whatever should adopt that thinking. It turns it into a positive for you. And if they want to go ahead and have a bad day, let them. Who gives a fuck? First of all, did
Well,
you
that's
give a fuck before you got the nasty gram? Probably not. Why
well,
would you
that's
care after? You
well, that's
probably shouldn't.
yeah.
And that's my thing on that.
Any publicity is good publicity, number one, and also
Yes,
number two. Yeah, exactly. And number two, here's my thing. A lot of them have keyboard fingers. Say it to our faces. And number three, I
you're
always
right.
I always look at it like this, man. When you're wasting time on that, I also look at it like this. There's also alternative. Shout out to our girl Brandy May. Brandy May does booty slap entertainment, and it's fantastic. We see a lot of the LFC girls doing their thing now. Lilifer does her thing with Freakorama, where we had just slime wrestling not too long ago. That's the beauty of it. It's alternative, and it's also a lot of the LFC girls are doing this, and it's great to see a lot of these girls expanding their horizons and the expenditures and everything that they do outside the auspices of LFC or something so close knit to the LFC banner. I mean, I also look at it like this. People like Power Slap. And be honest with you, I don't get it. You know, why you want to smack people so hard in the face that you could cuss them? I mean, Brandy May's alternative is like, hey, we'll do this sexy and we'll smack them on the booty. I'd rather take a smack on the booty than a smack so hard to the face that I'm concussed and I'm convulsing and, my hands are shaking and my palms are sweaty. I sound like Eminem losing myself. But it's one of those things. But it's one of those things too. Would you rather get concussed or would you get rather get smacked on the ass? I think I know which one I'm taking, man.
Oh, there's no doubt there. And shout out to all those incredible people too. Michael's much better at doing the shout outs on the show, which is why he's the co-host of this incredible show, this dream child of Sean's.
Yeah. And the main thing too is shout out to Sean as well for his overall creative input and just love and support for all that we do and just with everything, man. We talk about the tight knit community so well and so often, but it's so very much true with anything that you do, folks. You have to have the right surroundings, the right energy, and everything after that will really suffice, so to speak. And it's one of those things that I always love, that I always like saying this representation of your presentation. Represent yourself well, present yourself well, and then you're golden, man. Unlike these two over here on this canvas, man, they're golden. You got one of them grabbing each other by the chins and everything, hence the Street Fighter-esque. I got to tell you right now, if you want to chin check somebody, if you want to lift them up, and dare I say, hit them high, hit them high, hit them high, like Space Jam, do what you got to do.
Exactly. And I think, Michael, and even just your reaction, that's exactly the reason I chose to do this particular image. It's because, especially when I would love to be the person who isn't watching now and isn't seeing the progress, sees the finished product on its own, boom, and have that moment. That's what I would love to see. Because for me, this I would go nuts. I would be absolutely like, this is so fucking cool. Because I think it is, and it's again, it's you know what, Michael? I don't even know. I lost my train of thought for a second because my enthusiasm is so strong over these. But your reactions is exactly why doing a project like this is so damn fun.
Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time. Shout out to our boy Daz, who did the logo for Beauty, Strength, and Dominance. Dazzy Lee in the UK, and with what I've done with Max Wrestling. Here's my thing. Tommy's seen my promos. He knows what's up. But I also look at it from a stance like this. You have to add entertainment value within your show, within your content, and what you produce. And this is what we do. And also at the same time, too, we're doing something that a lot of people do. And if there's one thing that I've learned in my life, you have to talk about something that people aren't talking about. And the reason why I say it like that is too, you can have a million wrestling podcasts, you can have a million interview shows, and I love what I do, and I love what I do outside the LFC auspices. But what's so incredible about this is we're talking about a brand that if you're new to it, come on in. The door is wide open. We're open you with open arms. But also at the same time, too, with this drawing show, you're seeing these badass ladies and you're seeing art for in itself. And we touch upon it so many times and we say it so emphatically. And it's the fact that this is what we love, this is the entertainment that we love, and you never know who you're going to resonate and generate with. That goes with everything in life. So do what you do. There's a purpose to what you do. Your existence is worth more than you know. And to put it in the bluntest of terms, fucking go on and do it.
And if you're at all curious, for God's sakes, here's two guys who are in the LFC family
Yep.
who are telling you, if you're not aware right now, like literally open door, come on in, check out the content, check out Michael's podcast, check out my drawing show, and for God's sakes, check out every single thing
Mhm.
around the company that we're working so hard to showcase. We're not getting, what am I trying to say? Is
No,
come on in. It's an open door. There's no exclusivity. There's no nothing. If you think you're going to like this kind of content, then I guarantee there's a spot for you. Sign up for the VIP experience for God's sakes and get the most out of it, because there you're going to feel like a real VIP member.
oh,
You're
absolutely.
going they're going to make you feel that way, and just enjoying the content and everything is already worth the price of going in and doing that, and show your appreciation for all the people in front of and behind the cameras that put on all this incredible content. There's no way, there's no way you're going to be disappointed.
Absolutely. And I mean, like Tommy's mentioned.
That's a commercial, Sean.
Damn straight. That's how you do a commercial. But no, and here's the thing. We love what we do, and we say this each and every time. But like when I first started doing the LFC stuff in 2019, the first ever LFC event I saw was LFC 25. You see Ali Baby Doll Park spitting on Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Ashley Aphrodite De Silva and Allie Parks and the spit that got spit on her. We got to see Roxy Roundhouse Michaels and Monica Flowerbomb Garcia for the LFC Championship. We got to see Jolene and CJ Ice Cold Kellerman. We got to see a lot of great women there. That was my first introduction. I'm like, hold on, wait a second here. I need to see more of this just because I knew a lot of the wrestling talent at the time, but I want to see more of this. I want to do my research on it, much like Tommy did when he's seeing LFC 26 Booty Camp when he comes right in there and he sees Sturgis and he sees all these things. Pre-COVID is the time period, but god dang it, man, through everything and anything, we put on damn good shows for the last 8 years and even before that. But the growth is there. The second thing is it's entertaining. And number three, most importantly, it's one of those things like, well, you're never going to see anything like this ever. If the Lingerie Football League hooked you when you would watch it on MTV2 and you saw women like Ty Emery or Lauren Animal Fogel, who was a part of that very briefly. Then one of those things there too is you have a variety of football and ass kickery, to put in the bluntest of terms, and just a lot of beautiful women doing their thing with their sporting realm. So it's one of those things too where we add that uniqueness, we add that flavor, we add that spice, and dare I say, oh, it's so nice.
And it's a welcoming community. Like
Yep.
literally, here's people, gang, in that community. And believe me, Michael is in that community.
Yep.
Okay. Who are saying, we got a spot for you. We got a spot for you. Come on in.
Do
Check
it.
out this crazy content. Have some conversations with us and with them. And like, get involved. And so that's what's so freaking cool. It's not just how kick-ass the community is, because it is absolutely one of the best, but it's how welcoming the total stranger on the street, which is really hard for me to imagine right now, but at one point in time I was. And man, yeah, there you go.
Well, the thing too is also, I think, when it comes to Tommy Bell's type of things, it's like, oh my God, he's drawing the boobies. And it's one of those things. It's it's one of those things where people will snicker and they'll snarl, but at the end of the day, too, jokes on them because we love what we do. And all right, and I'll say it bluntly. I don't know if you know what I'm going to say. You know what? I'm going to lose my train of thought here, and I don't know what to say. You know what? I'm
Uh-oh.
actually going to say it. If you don't fucking like it, touch grass. How about that? How about
Get the
that?
fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here! Piss off!
Just ask him, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
That's right. I mean, if Michael is not as passive as I
No,
am, but rightfully so. He should feel like he is every right to feel the need to defend
yourself,
this company
your
against
company.
hecklers. Um,
Oh,
but
Veronica
again,
Payne
I'm
said it
I'm like,
best.
you know what? If you want to heckle, you go right ahead, because they still got your attention.
Yep.
And I mean, that's what they're doing it for, is your attention, negative or positive.
Yep.
You gave it to them, whether you liked it or not. Way to go, genius.
I
You
mean,
don't like something, shut your mouth. But no, you got to go piping and airbagging about it. Well,
it's like The
then
Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth. To quote the Dwayne The Rock Johnson, if you smell what I'm cooking.
listen to this guy.
Yeah. Also, I think Veronica Payne said it best because, again, it all goes back to Veronica Payne and Ariana.
Thanks a
Like,
lot.
you're welcome. But that is one of the most viral things that we saw on the social media front because it was so different and it was so cool. Ariana does her thing amazingly. Same with Veronica, but Veronica's even like, I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about everything like that? Like, I'm a mother. That's what happens when you go through childbirth. And it's like, all right, well, why don't you show your stomach, you jackass? I feel like friggin' the dude from Happy Gilmore. You will not make this putt, you jackass. Shoot her. You want to go down the Sizzler, get some grub?
I want it known because I know some viewers out there right now are like, oh, dude, I have nothing against Veronica Payne.
Yeah,
I
either.
have never had anything against Veronica Payne.
Same. That's the thing too. It's just people are just gonna shit on people, and Veronica's like, "All right, you know what? If you got something I say, don't even say it at all. Manners." She's even like tag, like, "I'm a mom. This is what I teach my kids, and if you don't teach your kids or people around you, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get decked." You know what I'm saying? Dare I say chin check? And Tommy, I'm a New Yorker. I could say this: you gonna get Molly Watt.
Oh, here we go.
That's the
Ah,
New Yorker thing. I feel like Lady O. Shout out to our girl Lady O. Lady O knows.
Lady O Productions. Hey,
Yep.
hey, Lady O.
Hey, minority people.
God, she would be a trip to have on as a show guest, Michael.
Lady O, you're always welcome on with us. We love you, Lady O.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, but that's the thing. We meet so many eclectic, eccentric, and amazing characters in this. Lady O being one of what she's doing with Lady O Productions.
She
But
just
that's
cracks me up.
she's great. Like she has the personality. And again, I'm as a Long Islander, I understand where she's coming from and
Oh,
whatnot.
there comes that fucking,
That
yeah.
the accent comes out from time to time, huh? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
it's one of those things where you grow up around a lot of these people. You understand, you know? Like growing up, and I'll even say this, East Islip, Long Island, it's pretty much the suburbs, but it has its rough areas.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Islip.
Please be quiet. And I mean, it's Islip, Central Islip, Islip, fuck off. Central Islip also is a bit of the hood. You got West Islip. You got a lot of areas in there. I'm sure there's a lot of areas like this in your hometown, but you know what I'm saying? You just got to know your way around. You got to know your way around. Forget about
Michael can be a very angry Islipper.
it. You know how many times people have said that? That's why it pisses me. Not just you. It is I slip, not Islip.
Take it easy, Islip.
Shut up, punk bitches.
Oh,
Fucker.
it's the greatest show ever.
I'm sure where you are in Ohio or Ohio, if you want to do that, instead of Ohio, Ohio, Ohio,
Yeah, I don't care how you pronounce it.
fucker, dick.
Oh, I know. I had to just because and it's funny because my coworkers at work often ask me if I put on a character or something when I'm doing my drawing show or if I put on an act or whatever. And I'm like, tell you what, go ahead and watch an episode real quick
Mhm.
or part one. Get back to me. Let me know what you think. And they're like, oh my God, you're the same jackass that we have to work with. Like, it's literally the same. I'm like, I'm not trying to be anything other than what I am. And there you go. And so, yeah, they're amazed that, I'm like, what did you think I was gonna do? You know, put on a character act. This is my damn drawing show.
It's the authenticity and genuinity and the overall compassion, love, and all the raw emotion that goes into these shows. And I mean, that's what you have to be. There are some people and the YouTubers, I'm not going to say any names. I've already put people on some blast over here, slippers, and everything that goes into that. But I will say this, there are some
Can't
people,
get past that, people. He can't get over it.
that's just
It's still a little riled up, so just
you
don't
are a
tap the glass.
you are a shitty person.
I
So it's
know.
I know. So it's one of those things too. Like we're not like one of the YouTube content creators who just has to do shit for clicks and views and do some of the stupidest shit. We're just funny naturally. We don't have to try to be funny or act funny. We're just funny naturally, and that's what showcases and highlights our personality, you know. So you got to let the comedic timing and let the creative juices flow, much like we're seeing within this drawing that Tommy B. Bell's doing. If you know, you know.
Oh, I'm telling you, Michael, they're turning out so good. But it is, even as you can see here, uh, they're quite a gauntlet to go through, especially when I'm working on Bella Ink's shirt right now. But you can see like there's so much blending and there's a lot of pulling back and looking and readjusting to get the shadows just right and blah 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 blah. Um, yeah, even just the hair on them alone, which is not an awful lot of paper space. If you're looking at my finger, that's not an awful lot of actual paper space, but that blending was probably a 2 hour job in itself, Okay, but I want to get everything just right. And it's certainly not like blocking in that red that I started to do there. I know I jumped off of that pretty quickly, but also I think you got the point of what I was doing. It's not as labor intensive. So there's moments in these drawings where I can fly through a quick part of something. And there's other areas like doing these shirts. Uh, it's going to be a few hours. I'm not going to have this shirt finished by the time the show is over.
Well, I look at it like this. He's trying at all costs to avoid drawing the logo even more, is what he's trying to say. But
You rat bastard.
so it's one of those things too. Well, he's done a great job so far on the logos, you guys can see. But at the end of the day, too, like the detail there's too. We talk about their hair colors, how it's changed, and how I knew Bella when she had the red hair when I first interviewed her for the pod. And
Right.
then Jolene has gone through, different haircuts as well. Now, as we know her natural blonde hair as we see. So, I mean, there's always a change in the style and the aesthetic. And I mean, I remember back in the day when you look at wrestling, like you had to ask permission to get a tattoo just because of the fact that when yeah, like with the merch and everything and the action figures, there's one little thing where it's just like, so you had to ask like permission to like get a tattoo and if it's okay and get clearance for it. But that's how strict it was for the marketing and the advertising standpoint. So, I mean, hey, I completely understand. There's a style and aesthetic that goes to this and marketability. So you see it. You see it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what everything's about. But that also, hey, funny, that's a little segue into the idea that I had last drawing show. Folks, I haven't done anything with this idea. I'm still letting it cook in the slow cooker, but I'm really thinking about some merch. I'm thinking about some t-shirts. Uh, if you're watching this and you have any ideas, at some point, Michael, I'll probably do a social media post about this just to get people's like, what would they want to have? What would they want to see besides t-shirts? You know,
Well,
and
that's a
try a
future
few
poll.
things and try them out, see what happens.
That's a future poll to do on social media for Twitter. So thank you for putting that into my head. So now there's something to think about on that end. I mean, like we touched upon the merchandise thing, it's something that Tom is really invested in. And honestly, I think a lot of people will like to see the quality of what we get to see with these shirts, but also the fantasy league will be coming too as well. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be prizes and everything coming too. Who's going to win the first round all the way to the fourth round, and everything will be set. So get ready for the fantasy league as well, because I think that's an important thing too, is putting fantasy leagues up in there. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Come on, you got to get the voting in there and everything. Let's go. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some fantasy leagues,
I know. I'm just saying, man. That's sweet fantasy, baby. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm
and
saying?
I think that fantasy leagues are pretty cool.
They are. They're pretty cool if you do it the right way. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
if you do.
well, I think I'm just gonna have to hop in the van after that one. I'm gonna be quiet now. But it's one of those things too where I look at it from a stance like this.
Michael knew where I was going. He didn't want to touch
Uh-huh.
that one.
So it's one of it's one of those things where definitely show your support, man, because there's a lot of great stuff coming.
I was going to show my support with a t-shirt,
That too, that too. We still need that T-shirt, damn it. Oh,
that famed t-shirt.
fuckers.
Back to the show, Michael. Back to the show.
Back to the show. definitely something worth checking out. Definitely an idea. And I got to tell you, Tommy, the drawing is coming out very well thus far, as you guys can see him doing the thing. But I think what's also great about it, we talk about the Bella Jolene rivalry. I think one of the things, and we did mention all three bouts, ladies and gentlemen, I think the rivalry that stands the test of time, besides that one that also I love to death, and I think one of the newer Bella Jolene rivalries that a lot of people are kicking off with right now is the rivalry that we're seeing with Raylan and Nadia Sapphire present time. I kind of equate it to that because what we've seen with those
Yeah.
ladies is definitely one of the things that is absolutely amazing to see. I mean, look at it like this, man. They did some bouts in the UK, which I cannot believe is already a year ago now. And then they did this one that we recently saw, and it's just like we need the rubber match in that. Like Raylan and Nadia Sapphire has become the new Jolene and Bella.
It's absolutely a welcome addition to the list of LFC rivalries because let's face it, rivalries keep the pot stirring. Everybody knows this. There's some a magic about watching a match when you know publicly there's a thing going on. They got a beef. There's a score to settle. It's extra dialogue to an already exciting story. You know this already, gang. But so yeah, there's some really great ones that the LFC is coming up, and I think we brought this up in last episode. When I see that start to form, I'm always crossing my fingers because I want it to grow. I don't want it to fizzle, right?
Mhm.
Um, and sometimes there's roster changes and things that you have no control over, and then as a direct result, the opportunity for a really good rivalry kind of goes sideways or whatever the case may be. However, yeah, I'm definitely watching that newest one with great interest because I hope there's a long-term payoff there.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the rivalry, Bella Madison has been doing some stuff with Paris Love. I've been enjoying those bouts that have
Hmm.
been really going on. Bella Madison and Sheena Bathory also hangs up there. Those matches that those had is still some of the best things to ever watch live and on an LFC event. I mean, Bella Madison, what she did with Bella Rockefeller. I mean, we got to see Shaylin and Monica Flowerbomb Garcia. Like the rivalries are there. We even back in the day, if you want to take a throwback for everybody, Serena Honey Punch Kyle and Danielle Cowbell St. Pierre, Serena Honey Punch Kyle and Maxine Frost. Like there's so many rivalries and matches that have happened, rubber matches and everything. Like it really does hold the test of time. Still, a mere 7 or 8 years later after we're talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we've said it many times, there's a lot of magic moments that are involved under the banner of Lingerie Fighting Championships. Michael, I'm well into this shirt detail for Bella Inc., which I'm doing in all blues. Um, Kind of changing up the original color of the shirt that she had on at the time for artistic reasons. However, um, we have reached a point where I'm going to pull away from the art table and we're going to wrap this thing up. There's no way I'm going to finish a stage without rushing, and I'm not doing that before we end an episode. But this is a great point and a great view and a great way to look at wrapping up this part 2 episode or and this and that because again, gang, when you see this and it's finished, I hope it knocks your socks off the way it knocked the idea knocked my socks off. There's no doubt there. But I'm going to take a minute and pull away from this magnificent drawing, and we're going to close the show out. All right, gang. As promised, pull away from the art table. These drawings are so fun to work on. I can't even describe. That's why I'm doing two at the same time. It's like the energy, the excitement around the entire idea took me really by the throat and said, you gotta do this. It's awesome. And do it. So there we go. That's where we're at. So much more to come. I can't wait for the big reveal, Michael, side by side, these two when they're done. Um, that's going to be a moment where I really come up for air. I think they're going to be magnificent. They certainly seem to be turning out as some of the finer stuff that I've done recently, and I've taken some personal pride in that and bragging just a little bit.
Well, the thing too is, first of all, as Tommy mentioned, talking about the blue on the shirt, my brain immediately goes back to Eiffel 65. I'm blue, I'm a D, I'm a die, I'm a D, I'm a die, I'm a D, I'm a die. But no, I think, like Tommy mentioned, when this whole thing is revealed and we get to see the side by side, two great drawings with two amazing people, it's definitely going to hold a lot of regard and high regard and a lot of high praise from a lot of people that get to view this on all the social media fronts. And I got to tell you, Tommy, it's definitely going to be sweet, too sweet, if you will, to see such amazing stuff really pop off the screen.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the big final reveal, which is always that moment that everybody, when you jump into a project that takes weeks and weeks to finish. You're always waiting for that moment where, and I share that moment privately, because no one on social media or anywhere gets to see him until I've seen it first and look at it and go, yeah, okay, it's done. So, um, my big reveal happens. I get it before anybody else. That's my privilege. But that's the moment where I sit back. Then I'll look at it, prop it up, have myself a drink or two, stare at it, and I kind of come up for air, and that's my little ritual. It's like, okay, we did it. We crossed the finish line, and I'm proud. And then after I go through that moment, then I'll share everything on social.
Well, speaking of the socials, and I will say this, not only share the socials, but also really get to see these great drawings on socials. If you want to check out this fine program, go to lfcfights.com on the VIP section, where you get to see all 3 seasons of Tommy Ballard Sketchy and Funny, the LFC podcast, the LFC events, and everything in between of this fine brand that is Lingerie Fighting Championships, coming soon to Roku, which is going to be sweet to see. Check out Tommy Bell Art, Sketchy and Funny, all 3 seasons on Spotify. Check it out now on WFJ.com/podcast. Slide out the WFJA radio over there in Sanford, North Kakalaki.
Stanford.
Oh, yeah, son. And check out Tommy Bell Art on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want to follow yours truly, it's SM Show 1 MCL92 on the Twitter machine. Also, Larkin_92 Larkin MB on Instagram, and S&M Network shows for the YouTube channel. Subscribe there and subscribe to Tommy Bell Art on YouTube while you're at it over there. You get to see our faces, which why wouldn't you want to see these faces? Because we're awesome. And
My
also,
dad always said I had the perfect face for radio.
what? And you can and you can check out each and every one and support this great brand and the great ladies of Lingerie Fighting Championships.
Absolutely. Everybody, I want to thank you very much for watching. Michael and I are going to wrap up this episode. We're going to come up for air and we'll get ready to do the next one. What that's going to be, Michael doesn't know. Even I don't know. Super Boss doesn't know. We won't know until we get there, gang. It's been a blast having you hang out. Thanks for coming out, hanging out by the art table, listening to us chitter chatter away. Michael, anything extra from your side?
No, we're good. My hand is already up in the air, ready
His
to.
hands up in the air. He's getting ready to hit the button. Everybody, you guys all have a great day. And on three, 1, 2, 3, get the
Get the fuck out of here!
here.